thought we would do a walk and talk this time. And I wanted to talk about the controversies or drama that has been going on with the sponsorship community within the camera reviewer, YouTuber community, specifically with Gerald Undone's video about the recent S9 Lumix release and the trip to Japan. He said it wasn't about that particular trip, but the gist of his video was that there's a problem in the creator community, or specifically with sponsorships. And I've got some experiences that have happened to me outside of that industry that give me, I think, a unique perspective. And also being a small YouTuber, extremely small YouTuber, non-sponsored YouTuber, I think that gives me another perspective. I think it's important, and I think that small non-sponsored creators kind of are the only thing that brings balance to the force, at least right now. So let me talk about the two experiences that I've had that give me a perspective on this. So the first one kind of hits home. If you look on my channel, you go to the most popular videos I've had, you'll see that I had a video that has over 22,000 views. And if you look at it, if you're not interested in it, you're like, what? How did this get 22,000 views? And I myself would wonder that as well. But what happened was I was the first person to get a specific feature on the Pixel 8 Pro that everyone was looking for. And simply because I was one of the first people to get this, and definitely the first person to create a video of this, it garnered a bunch of views. So about a week later, I made a follow-up video to that, and it was a much more in-depth video, and it was a better video than just me out in my backyard for 5 minutes, you know, showing people what this looked like, this video boost thing. It only got like 10,000 views at the end of the day. Then the following week, when I had some more time with the product, I made another video that took a lot of work. And it was the first time I've ever done like a comparison where you've got the 4 different cameras at the same time kind of thing going on. And that one only got like 5,000 views. So it's important to be the first person to come out with a video, or among the first few, especially that first day. And this is something that these big sponsored YouTubers have that us smaller creators don't have. So there is an incentive to continue to be among the first to get a hold of these new exciting products. If you get the camera when it first comes out, the company sponsors your video, or even doesn't sponsor, just says, here, take a look at this, make a video about it before anyone else has seen it, so you'll be one of the first. That's a huge, huge advantage, and they don't want to lose that advantage. I wouldn't want to either. So there's a huge motive to create a positive review. Now, they want to keep their integrity. They're not going to specifically overlook things, but they might come out with, have you ever heard this? Let me know in the comments which person I'm talking about when I say this, or which person you've seen do this. It's like, the camera may not be for you. You know, you may compare it to this other camera that's half the price, but it does do these other 4 things that it doesn't do, or it does this a little bit better. And you may not think that the price is justified, but it's really nice, the things that this camera can do. You all know what I'm talking about. So that's one experience that I've had, specifically relatable to this. The second experience that I've had, I'm an IT director, and I deal with a lot of vendors. And those vendors sometimes invite me to go to things. One such vendor invited me to go to the Carolina Hurricanes hockey game. And because I was already doing business with them, I decided I'd take them up on that offer. So I thought nothing of it. I'm like, I'm already doing business. Yeah, they want more business, but you know, this is no big deal. So I took them up on that offer and I went to the hockey game. Invited a few friends. They said, yeah, invite as many people as you want. Let me tell you guys, if you've never been to a sporting event in one of those suites, those upper level suites, it's a whole different ball game. Pun intended. Or puck game. What do they call it in hockey? I don't know. But it's amazing. You feel like a celebrity when you are a part of, when you get one of these suites. It has their own bathrooms. They've got, it's like a what do they call it? A buffet. They cater the event. They've got chicken wings and all kinds of different things. And it's a wet bar, free alcohol. Just grab whatever you want from the fridge, free. Their own bathroom. It's crazy. And then they've got like stadium seating. I don't even think I watched the game. I just hung out like it was a party. And it's a different experience. Well, so I was thinking that, you know, this would probably be the end of it and nothing would come of it, you know, just a vendor wanting to say thanks and potentially influence me to do some more business with them. Which it did, and that's fine. That's just the way things work. We're human. However, I didn't end up going with them for the additional products. You want to talk about retaliatory? I didn't even think that it was worth it for them to retaliate so much. They increased the prices on the current services that we were getting, and I fought that, and I was able to get some of them down, but I had to fight with them the entire time. In addition to, they were hounding me like, we did this for you. It was total, in legal terms, they call it quid pro quo. And I had no idea. So from then on out, I always turn these types of things down, even though if my company's policy is that you have to let HR know about it and blah, 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 and disclose the information, much like YouTube, you've got to disclose that you're a paid sponsor, if there's a paid sponsor relationship between you and the product. So yeah, these things can definitely influence you. And even if they don't retaliate directly, you can definitely feel obligated to do things and to put things in a positive light at the very least, to not be as critical as you normally would be. So I think there's a few different types of content creators within this space. So the first type of content creator is just the hobbyist. The person that just makes videos, they don't care how many people watch it or don't watch it. They're basically creating videos to discuss their hobby, and that's it. They don't care if nobody watches it or they only have 20 subs. Now, I subscribe to a certain amount of people like this because I want to get a balanced perspective, as balanced as possible, perspective on the gear. So that's the first type of creator. And the second type of creator is what I believe I fall into. It's the type of person that creates videos about the products that they find that are like the best of the best value. This is what I landed on. This is what works best for me. I'm debating on turning around. Yeah, let's turn around. It's more interesting this way. So, just like I created the videos about the K&F Concept ND filters, I'm using one right now. It's on a 2-stop right now because it's a cloudy day. I kind of just adjusted it. By the way, these are stackable. I'm not stacking them right now, but I did accidentally, they came together and I was like, these things are stackable, but you can stack the ND on top of the black diffusion, black mist filter by K&F Concept. And we do things just like what I just did because I genuinely think that this is the best, these are the best filters for this product, or at least there may be a couple other off brands that I've seen that allow the gimbal to close and don't have any, color cast to the ND filters, not anything significant, and no vignetting either. So I haven't seen that so far with these, but yeah, we just genuinely like to talk about the products that we find the best because I just enjoy it. That's what I do. I do that in real life. I'll say, hey man, you gotta check out this new store or something like that. Genuinely, I like to I pride myself. I just booked a Disney vacation for my son and I. Got an incredible deal in a hotel in Orlando. And I was telling everyone about this. Hey, if you haven't booked your vacation yet, let me tell you about this particular hotel and what kind of a deal they've got going on right there. I called them. I said, is there any construction going on? What's the catch here? Are there resort fees that I'll find out when I actually go to the hotel for the first day? I mean, come on, what's going on here? How is this true? Under $100 a night for like a resort with a full kitchen. Anyway, these are the things that I like to do, and and in doing them, when I create these videos, it takes a lot of time to do these things. I could just keep the opinions to myself, but I feel like for that value, it's fair for me to create an affiliate link. It's kind of like when your gym offers you, says if you get 10 members to sign up, we'll give you a year free. That's kind of the way it works, So the third type of content creator, and I think these are probably the most dangerous type, the most biased type at least. And that's the kind of content creator that's not super big, but they're a full-time content creator. So they rely on YouTube and affiliate link income to support their lifestyle. And that gives them motivation to overly prop up gear and to continue to come up with new gear. Like me, I'll settle on one particular thing. It's the best of the best right now. Nothing else beats it right now. And I'm not going to review anything else similar to say, well, there is pros and cons to this. That's not that second type of YouTuber that I consider myself. This third type of YouTuber, they can say, hey, this is the best thing since sliced bread. Well, let's compare it to this cheap, super cheap model. What are the pros and cons of it? It's half the price, but no, that's not me. They have to do that. They're incentivized to do that. If there's a new product coming out like the ZV-E10 Mark II, we all know it's coming soon. But should you buy the ZV-E10 in 2024, right now, in June 2024? The answer is hell no. Wait until the Mark II comes out. But I can spin that and say, because I'm relying on this income, but I'm going to put an affiliate link for the ZVE10 because it does do very well, and it will continue to do very well as a talking head type of camera, stationary, because the stabilization absolutely sucks. You get my point. Third type of YouTube creator, content creator. Fourth type of content creator within the sphere is like a Gerald Undone. He's got enough money, and he's big enough, like probably half his audience at least just watches his videos because of him. They like to hear him talk. And that's an influencer. A true influencer is someone that you don't care what they're talking about. You just like their personality. Casey Neistat, one of the most likable people on the planet. I don't care what he's talking about. I'm going to watch his video. And so they have more of an incentive to be authentic to their audience, because the audience is not wanting to hear about the individual products that they're happen to sponsor or be sponsored by. It's more about their integrity. The integrity is a higher priority to them than the products that they sell, because they're making a ton of YouTube revenue, and that's probably their #1 income source. Human motivation. It's more important than you think. Motive, root word for motivation. So that's that. So no wonder they're creating videos about that help bolster their authenticity and their integrity with their audience, that just makes them look, and they are, not saying they're bad people. Motivation doesn't mean you're doing something completely just for you or whatever. It's really pretty back there. I don't know if you can see it. This is a really nice walk, by the way. But doesn't mean you're motivated always for bad intentions. It could be a good intention. You could be motivated to do good. And you can use motivation like that too. But there's the fifth type of creator. We're getting higher and higher. The person that runs an empire, you know, a Mr. Beast, a Mr. Who's the Boss. Why do they always have Mr. at the end? Maybe even an MKBDH. So their main incentive is not only their own source of income, but they need to make enough money to pay their employees. So they too have sponsorships as a very high type of thing, but they're also kind of in between. They're making content as well that showcases their personalities. And so they have to show signs that they are also authentic and have integrity as well. And they also have to balance that out. Here's how they do that oftentimes. And tell me in the comments if you've seen this before. So what they'll do is their main sponsorship. You know who their main sponsors are because of the videos that they create with those sponsors. And what they'll do is pick a minor sponsor that comes out with a not so great product, or a product that they can easily nitpick and get away with it. And they'll nitpick the hell out of it. Just that one time, they're like, oh, positive, Mr. Positivity, got things going on, you know, all's good in the world. That was the wrong tone, but you get my point. Then they'll pick on this product. They'll just eat it to death. And then they'll say at the end, and because of these things, I must be authentic to my audience and tell you the truth about this one particular product. It's trash, and I cannot recommend it. Familiar? Anyway, I think that's my perspective getting ready to get to the end of the walk here. So anyway, let me know what you think down in the comments. I hope this was a little breath of fresh air from my past 3 talking head videos that I've shot, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one.